Hi, my name's Dustin Sell. I'm an entrepreneur, creator, software developer. I really don't know what I do. My name's Dustin Sell, and I build coffee makers. So I think it all really started. It was really out of frustration. One morning I woke up, my coffee maker died. There was coffee everywhere. So I looked for a coffee maker that could brew the caliber of coffee that you'd find at a fine coffee house. You know, I came across, just by chance, this thing called a coffee refractometer. What it does is it allows you to take a look at the amount of coffee extracted from the grounds. I started testing all these various coffee makers. As it turns out, a lot of the coffee makers that are out there weren't even on the chart of what's considered acceptable coffee. And I think it's kind of sad where the industry is going, making it cheap, quick, fast, easy. Screw the landfills, right? We're going to dump a bunch of plastic in the landfills. I just kind of realized that a single cup coffee maker that brews what you would get from a handcrafted pour over or a coffee house just doesn't exist. So I had this crazy idea of just build it. And I started building what looked like science experiments about the size of my kitchen table, tubes and wires and motors strewn all over. Left my job and brought in some outside help. Some of the best software engineers, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, water quality experts to help me bring this idea to life. So fast forward a couple years, version 2 was done. Created a Kickstarter campaign. It went incredibly well. The response was overwhelming. A lot of people could latch on to great coffee. When it looked like it was going to be successful, I was getting ready to sign on the dotted line. The numbers just weren't adding up. So you're sitting there and you're looking at all this money and you could just let it come in. But as it turns out, I would have needed a lot more to bring it to production. Yeah, so I canceled the campaign. It never crossed my mind that this is the end. You know, I still had it in me, and that passion was still there. I lost sight over time that the ultimate goal was making it easy for everyone to experience the way coffee should be brewed. Now I had focus. I started all over. Make it simple. Forget version 1, version 2. I went back to the garage. Drawing, building, designing, modeling, reiterating over and over again. Make it good, make it simple, make it affordable. I wanted to strip away everything that's not needed. More drawing, more designing, more building, more prototyping. And the dust settled, and there it was. You know, some people, would think it's crazy to quit your job and pursue a passion that you don't know if it's going to work out or not. As crazy as it sounds, I would rather pour my heart and soul into this and have it fail than to be 80 and wonder what if. Great coffee, when it's brewed right, whether it's that rare quiet moment that you have alone before the world wakes up, or whether it's over a conversation with those that you care about, it has the ability to elevate so many moments. And that's what the Brevello is all about. It's clean, it's simple, it's fast, and it brews a damn good cup of coffee. My name's Dustin Sell, and I build coffee makers.
Remember when kids put baseball cards on their bicycles to make a motorcycle sound? The hours of fun and excitement that kids would have pretending they were riding a real motorcycle? Too bad it was so difficult to keep the cards on the bike.
What if there was a new toy that would give you that same great motorcycle feeling, encourage creative play and exercise, but it was inexpensive and easy to install? Now there is.
Hi, I'm Kevin, this is my son Adam, and we invented the Spokester bicycle noisemaker. Spokester is a takeoff on the old idea of putting baseball cards on a bicycle. We invented the product when I put a baseball card on my younger son Eric's bike, and pretty soon all the neighborhood kids came around and they wanted baseball cards on their bike too. Trouble is, current bicycles' forks are much too big for a clothespin to work well, and so I started thinking, how else could we do this, and is there a way to make a business out of it? As we were developing the product, we had very strong ideas of what we wanted the product to be. We wanted it to be a one-piece design. We wanted it to be very durable. We wanted it, obviously, to have a very good sound to it.
From there, we just iterated on it, came up with different ideas, figured out how it needed to flex, where it needed to clip on, and what size it needed to be.
We experimented with a lot of different materials like credit cards, paper, and metal. But I knew there were plastics out there that would have the properties of being able to expand and contract and take a lot of abuse. And the idea was, how do we come up with a design that would allow all of those properties to come into play in a one-piece part?
Spokester is created with an injection mold, which is an expensive tool that you have to build, which allows you to actually produce it in assembly line fashion.
After we had the mold made, we had several samples manufactured and put out, and it worked right off the bat. We hit a home run on the first try on that first tool, and we got a test that for a single product would go 3 million cycles and still be intact. And 3 million cycles is equivalent to about 200 miles of riding.
Which is a lot farther than the typical neighborhood kid is ever going to ride. One of the added benefits of Spokester is that it helps contribute to bike safety. You know, it's just a little bit of extra sound that'll kind of alert the inattentive driver that you're there. So far, the response from the public has been great.
It's amazing how many people know what it is immediately. They just see it, and you give them the name, the Spokester, and they go, I know exactly what this does. I used to do this when I was a kid.
I think kids are going to love this product. We had a lot of fun creating this toy that brings so much joy and happiness. Kids and parents love the Spokester, and now we want to bring it to everyone. We can't do this without you, Kickstarter. Please contribute to our campaign and share this on Facebook and Twitter.
Spokester, the perfect toy.
This is Fluxo, the world's first lamp where you can move the light in any direction to place it where you really need it. Fluxo is much more than just a pendant lamp. With 300 powerful LEDs, it can illuminate any part of your room in any brightness you want. And its colored uplight can create the perfect mood for any situation. With Fluxo, you get unlimited lighting possibilities with just one lamp by simply painting your light in the desired direction. The more light you paint, the brighter it gets. And you don't have to worry about the position of your phone as the app rotates with your movements. The light painted on your phone is always aligned with your lamp. Simply paint and enjoy. You can save your personalized light scenes and switch between them with a simple swipe. Fluxo uses different colored LEDs, so you can choose between warm and cool whites, warm light to relax, cool lights for tasks such as reading, because it helps you concentrate. When you leave the room, Fluxo turns itself off to save your money and the environment. When you enter the room, Fluxo uses presence detection and smart algorithms to predict which light scene is best suited. Creating a new light scene is easy. Just pick a color and start painting your light. Once you are satisfied, save the setting as a new light scene. With Fluxo's colored indirect light, you can create the perfect mood for any situation where you want a touch of color. But Fluxo gives you much more than just beautiful mood lighting. It can easily illuminate even larger rooms. For example, if you're in a hurry and looking for your keys. Get the perfect light for any situation with Fluxo, the world's smartest lamp.
Hi, can you imagine a world without batteries? With this thing, we can. No buttons, no batteries. Just touch it, and heat of your hand will be converted into a light. As a creator, I ask myself 3 questions. First, do I create something new, something you can buy in a local store? Let me explain key features of Lumen. With single ultra-bright LED, Lumen is capable to solve most of everyday tasks. Everything is packed in a tiny and lightweight aluminum body.
Second, when I invent something, I always think how it will affect the world. Will it be useful? Lumen don't need batteries. It uses one of the most green energy sources, your body heat.
No buttons, no batteries. Just touch it, and heat of your hand will be converted into a light. Lumen is a body heat-powered flashlight. Heart of the device is tag, unit that convert heat into electric current. Excessive energy is stored into a supercapacitor, and voltage converter boosts it up into a usable range.
Yeah, this tiny flashlight is not among the most powerful flashlights on the market, but it will easily solve most of everyday tasks. Let me show you.
Low battery on smartphone and you're in a dark wood, not a problem anymore. Need forever lasting light source for reading? Forever lasting light in your trinket can be useful in many situations. Or at least scare your friends on a picnic.